Hello, strong finishers, and welcome back to Finishing Strong. So, since we have started this, I think if you have been following Finishing Strong closely, you've seen just about 10 out of 20 posts I'll talk about who you are. And I always start with your light, your love, your light, your love, your light, your love. And I don't think I've ever really taken my time to really break down what do I mean by you are light. Years ago, I heard a song by India Arie. It's on one of her CDs. It's called Songversation. If you hadn't heard it, please look it up. You will absolutely love it. The title of the song is I Am Light. Let you hear some of the lyrics from the song, and then I'll break down what I mean by you are light. She says, I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of brokenness inside, but I am light. I am not the mistakes that I have made or anything that has caused me pain. I am not the broken pieces. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind, but I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is light. It's all light. I am light. And then she finishes it up with, I am divinely defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light. That is one of my favorite songs. So if you get a chance, just go and listen to it because it really makes you understand who you are at your core. We talk about that a lot, at your core. You are love and you are light. What is it? What is that light? What is that power of that light? But you really can't understand what light is until you understand what darkness isn't. Darkness really isn't real. Why do I say that? Light can be measured. Light has a dominant space. When light shows up, darkness has to leave. Darkness has to be rushed out and pushed out whenever light shows up. So when you understand yourself to be that light, that power, that God that lives within you, you understand the true magnificent power that you have. But in her song, she really just helped you understand you are not the voices in your head, the things that you say about yourself, the things that make you doubt yourself, the things that make you shrink back. That's not who you are. You are not those broken pieces in your life, the failures, the disappointments, the people that left you, the people that had to leave without your will when somebody passed away. Those things are not who you are. Of course, we have our life, but our light is what guides us through this life. Our light is what shows up. It shows up even before we show up. You can literally create the space, create the atmosphere, create the outcome when you realize you are light. I listened to a message by T.D. Jakes a couple days ago, and the title of it was, It's Still Mine. That's another one. If you haven't heard it, go find it. It's on YouTube. It's called It's Still Mine. And he was talking about, when he said it's still mine, he was talking about the things that you have been desiring for and believing for, and obstacles has gotten in your way. Don't fret, don't worry, because it's still yours. It's still going to manifest. It's still going to come through. But then he started talking about the difference in light and darkness. And everything that you see that is negative, that weigh you down, that makes you feel depressed, make you feel fear, make you feel anger, all of those things are darkness. But when you show up in the light of who you are, when you show up in the confidence of your love, your power, your intelligence, your strength, your character, your core, it pushes darkness out. So when you see those dark moments trying to creep up in your life, just remember, I'm light. Light would always push it out. There is no tug of war. Light overpowers darkness. You are light. Remember that about your life. Remember that about who you are. Because when you understand that and you stand up in it, there is nothing that you cannot do. There is nothing that can overcome or overshadow or defeat you because you are light. I've recognized that in a lot of the situations that I have to go in. Like when I go into meetings to make business deals or anything, I always remember and meditate on, I am light. I literally will close my eyes and I will see myself as this beaming ball of energy. That light is just shooting out from everywhere. And because when light shows up, all is well. So if I imagine myself to be this light and I project myself to be this light and this power, it's like a magnet of good. It's a magnet of everything that I desire. So when I show up in a meeting, and it's crazy because every time, it never fails, every time I make sure that I do this meditation of understanding who I am at my core, understanding my light. When I walk into a meeting, 90% of the time, somebody in there, and it's usually the decision maker, will, as they're shaking my hand, "Hey, how are you, Erica? Man, you look so familiar. I know we've worked together before. I know I've seen you before." And I smile with that smile of, "Ha ha, I know what it is. Your light sees my light because we are one. We are one." So when I connect with the light, it's almost like my light is saluting your light. Yeah, we do seem familiar. It does seem like we've met before. So it's not unusual. And every time that has happened, whatever it was that I was going into this meeting for, I always came out with what I desired to come out with, because my light showed up first and it identified with the light that was already there. Remember, you have the power in your light to push out any darkness. You are the divinity. You are one with God. You are one with each other. And you are light and you are power. That's all I've been talking about in Finishing Strong. And you are watching it through my life as I share my testimonies. I'm watching it through the posts when you guys just kind of chime back in and tell me things that's happening in your life. I'm seeing it. When you recognize your light, there is nothing that you can't have. So remember, I never like to leave you without repeating after me an affirmation. So repeat after me. And this is from my heart to yours. You are light. I am light. I am one with my brother. I am one with my sister. I am one with God. We are one and we are powerful and we are light. Now believe it and know it.